Hello and welcome to the Vasily Roman channel. My name is Michael and today we continue our campaign in Europa Universalis 4. We are playing with the 1356 modification and we are the Roman Empire. So in the previous episode we had a prolonged war with these guys and we managed to took most of the territories that belonged to Croatia and we returned them to Croatia, that's what I meant. Also we took a couple of provinces to our vassal of Aquileia. Unfortunately we didn't have enough war score to vassalize them. There was just one province away from that, but we can do that later. The positive thing was that we actually didn't get much in terms of aggressive expansion, and that's great because that would allow us to expand further. Now let's take our troops out of these places if possible. We can leave one of these armies, let's say in Belgrade. One of them will be in Zagreb and this one will go to Trieste. And as far as I remember we had a couple of armies in the east as well. For those of you who like to see the political map mode, that's how it looks like currently. As you can see, Great Britain got completely annihilated by Scotland, and France here in the east. 4 Copts of Egypt, or rather Ethiopia, are conquered by Muslims. Here further in the east there's the great country of Manchu. Are they the emperor? Apparently no. These guys are the emperor, but well, they're pretty weak as you can see. There's the blue horde, there's the white horde, some other boys, and here in the western hemisphere, as you can see, there is well, America, which is mostly Spanish. Yep. And if we take a look at these, Spain is actually a stronger power than we are, and in terms of quality, well, at least our army quality is a bit bigger, or rather a bit better than theirs, even in discipline, which is great. Now let's take a look at our states and territories. Yes, we stated this state, this territory, and in Bosnia we would have to convert them to our Dalmatian culture first, and same in Egypt, we would have to convert them to Coptic Egyptian, which is a part of the Byzantine cultural group as far as I remember. Anyway, we shall continue then. Also, even though I tried to edit out the glitches, I guess I didn't take the long enough clip to completely annihilate them. So in this episode, if there are any glitches, I will try to cut off like some really long, like maybe about a minute or something, portions of the video, so if it will kind of jump from one point to another, don't be surprised. I was just trying to make it more pleasant to you to watch. So Bologna wants to marry, great. There we go. Now there's an event. One of the greatest and richest men in Byzantium, Alexandros Doukas, has died without an heir. The well-respected trader who built his fortune from the wine trade, he was a well-known patron of religion and the arts. Now in death he has bequeathed all his wealth to the state. Very nice of him. We shall use it for something. Talking about using this wealth, let's build these things. Okay, that will do for now. And do we have universities? Yes, we have enough universities. Let's build a couple of these things. Yep, that will be enough for now. Now, in terms of diplomatic power, we wouldn't be able to get any more new vassals, unfortunately. But we might be able to annex Bologna after we annex our friends in Florence. The problem that we currently have is this. Let's actually put a focus on the diplomatic situation, since we don't have any problems with our military points right now. And we will need the diplomatic points for the ideas as well. Brabant. I'm sorry, but I will have to say no to you, my dear friend. In terms of our fleet, let's send it to Split. Haha, I'm talking in rhymes. Let's build a couple new galleys. Let's build these much heavy frigates, and let's build about 10 two-deckers. There we go. Okay, you can have it. Do we have the negative effect of the annexed subjects? No, we don't have it. Interestingly enough. Clergy wants us to convert Nice to Orthodox, or they want me either to vassalize them and convert them to Orthodox or to conquer them. Burgess wants us to have a silk producing province in China. Let's take a look. And it should be a poor province, so it's basically would have to be Suzhou. Well, considering how weak they are, it's not gonna be like too big of a problem actually. In India super region, so they want us to get it in India, not in China. Aha. And in India it might be problematic considering how many strong powers are there. Let's see. Okay, Gujarat, Afghanistan and Madurai. Afghanistan, okay, let's see. Just well, I mean, no, it's not worth it, if you ask my opinion. But can we buy a province from them? Charter company. Let's say this province. Oh, that was actually gonna be pretty easy. Oh. Oh, not that easy actually. I mean, we can take a couple of loans to get there, or give a certain, or to give a certain privilege to one of our estates. Let's see which privilege can give us most money. Way too little. Clergy. Okay, let's give this monopoly to clergy and one monopoly to burghers. That way we will have enough money. And now let's take the proposal of the burghers. Yes. And then we shall buy this province as a charter company from these guys. Oh, come on, you're pretty greedy motherfuckers, I have to tell you. Okay, there we go. And yes, we done it. Corruption or stability? I would rather go for... Okay, we actually would need to convert this province. Let's see, what is the current power? Wait, what? Belongs to trade company? Well, not anymore. Okay, we can afford this one. Let's do it. Let's convert them to Orthodoxy, and we will be able at some point to also convert them to Greek culture. And then when it's done, then we'll give it to the company in 5 years. Great. What do you want? No. And we can do this. That would give us money and a merchant. Isn't it beautiful? And now, in terms of merchants, let's see. What if we say collect from trade in Constantinople? What would this do to us? Will it give us money? Oh, it did, and quite a lot of it, I have to tell you. Okay, cool. Now this whole conversion thing is going on. That's cool. And we're also having a problem with one of our armies, apparently. Another thing that we should check is the combat with, so it's 38, and we currently have basically 34, so we can expand our army to about 50 regiments. Okay, no and no. What we want to do right now is to create a new template. And that would be, say, 26. Where 38 it wasn't, yeah. 38 like this, and then 12 guns. And that would be late army. Yes. Why can't we do that? Template name already taken. Oh, I see. Okay, in such case we go back. Early, late, modern. So let's destroy these two and let's create a new one. That way, and we'll call it late army. Great, so the template is ready. All we have to do is to wait for the corruption to go away. Yes, money are here. Let's see what we can do in terms of icons. Do we need the... Okay, we don't need any institutions. We might use... what we can use actually? For now. We can use, let's say, icon of Saint Michael. Now, in terms of this, we can convert, and we should convert. So we will be able to do it in only 40 years, which is not optimal. Anyway, we will convert them when we get our diplomatic power back on track, because currently we are spending a lot of it on the diplomatic annexation of these guys. Let's go for this. Now, can get the lands from them. Oh, also we got Parsi Communities. Look at that, that's cool. Parsi Communities are Persian Zoroastrians who fled Persia during the 8th century and beyond. Many of these Parsis left their homeland for Gujarat, where they integrated quickly with local customs. These people want nothing more than to be accepted among the rest of the local populace. These minorities, when pleased, will aid greatly in growing cities and their trade. However, when angered, they may rise up to establish their own independent state, or if nothing else, they will disrupt governing in many local cities. That's cool. Can we give them something? Rewards or Austrian nobles? Okay, that's interesting. Encourage the Austrian merchants. Okay. Okay, we will do it after we convert it to Orthodoxy, because otherwise I'm afraid there might be some problems with that. 80. So we can invest yet again into our beautiful provinces with manpower, such as this. There we go. And we can build a training field in here. Good. So the conversion of that province happened, which is great. And then we should give it back to the trade company, but we won't be able to do that in the next 10 years. Let's also build a... Oh, I should have built it before we converted it, but whatever. We can also get some of this stuff from here. Or we can even do this. And this. That way it will be cheaper for us to convert them to Greek culture. And also that gave us some development in this city. Apparently this province has more buildings than our capital, I assume. Kind of, yeah. Okay, let's build this thing. Okay, France is a birthplace of revolution, which is never a great thing. Let's see. A revolution, so it's in Auvergne, or however it's pronounced in French. We must protect our trade, indeed. I'm just waiting for the Firenze to be annexed. And after that we can take Bologna and Modena and whatever. Talking about Bologna, can we actually do that right? Yeah, we can. So let's improve relationships with them. And apart from that, we can also influence them so that it will be faster. Yeah. Kyrgyz is in Wallachia. mean, do we have any provinces in Africa or something? Why are they even asking access from us? I mean, maybe like Florence has something or whatever, I don't know. Weird stuff going on, I have to tell you. No and no. And no to you as well. Also, talking about the Parsi communities, let's give them this. Hire Zoroastrian spies, nobility. That's a lot of, actually, a lot of possible privileges. Yes, we integrated Florence, and there was another army of theirs which we can use for our own interests. Let's build a proper big army with them. And there was also a fleet of theirs, interestingly. Also this fleet, let's send them here. Great. How many of these guys we have? Quite a lot of action. So we shall take 5 of these and 10 of these, and others we can sell. I don't know, maybe to Croatia, for example. Sell ships. These ones. Oh, they are willing to buy them. Cool. There you go. Also, since we got a province in India, Indian music started. Ha! Interesting. Now let's upgrade these boys. Let's upgrade these boys as well, but we shall send them to Spalato. Padua. Okay, even though it's not like something we need. Russia, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in their war against White Ward. I agree. Even though it's not something that I need. And talking about you. No. What I wanted to... Oh, come on. This. Yes, great. Now that's a state. Enforced religious unity. And let's convert these heretics. That's pretty expensive. So talking about everything else, let's accept the Tuscanian culture if we can. We can. There we go. Okay, yet again, even more of this military points. There you go. And now we should be improving our relationships with Modena. Because as you can see, instead of conquering these smaller Italian states, we can vassalize and annex them diplomatically. And that way we won't suffer any aggressive expansion at all. We will need a lot of it when we get to war with the Duchy of Milan. None of these guys have any goddamn cores on Milan, sadly. Whatever. Kinda sucks, but there's nothing we can do. So we converted most of these guys to Orthodoxy. Tanais is blockaded, interestingly. Also, give all of these provinces to Russia, I don't need them. Russia, take them. Yeah, I'll be okay if you tolerate my presence in these areas. I don't need anything else. So we got our fleet ready. And another thing, now we can also annex Bologna. Well, not during the war, sadly. Give it to Russia, come on. I don't need it. This is occupied by Manchu, really? Also, why is the amount of improved relations so small? Well, aggressive expansion, yes, but apart from that, neighbor tolerated heretics -20. Yeah, weird stuff. Anyway, Russia, why aren't you actually making peace with them? You should. Yeah, they did. Cool. Favors gained. They released Crimea. Are they crazy? And also Astrakhan. They certainly are crazy. But who am I to judge? No. Let's go for this. Now, my boy Bologna. Come on. We need better relationships with you, son. $90, finally. We shall annex you. Ooh, such a small country and it's taking so much time. Let's get this guy. That should help. Yeah, it did. Certainly did. The Catholics also have this button that gives you 1 additional diplomatic relationships if you spend some papal influence. But we are not a Catholic. We are Orthodox. And we have our own strengths. So do we still have that one? No, we don't. So all of this additional inflation is not going away. And neither we have an advisor that would do that. Cool. Additional stability. Now, what if we actually expand this little franchise of ours into Galatia? Okay, that would be a bit too expensive. Now we can send this fleet to protect trade in Genoa. we... Yes, we can summon a diet. Okay, let's build a counting house in Cyprus. Pretty useless one. But whatever. Also, we can give this province to the trade company. As well as we can already convert them to Greek. Imagine that. There you go. The cultural conversion is not going anywhere. And now we can decide what to build in here. Force limit, naval force limit, army tradition. States edict. Yeah. Let's build this one. Great. The cultural conversion is going on pretty slowly, but it's certainly going on, which is great. Another thing to be aware of is when will we be able to take some more additional development from these provinces. Okay, we can do it right now. There we go. Next, do we have claim? Okay, we only have claims on these guys, and truce with them will be up in 5 years. Or we also have claims on Spanish, but oof. I mean, these fuckers have an army. Okay, not twice as big as ours, but still pretty big. Okay, now we can actually do this. We can accumulate some money and then we will invest it in increasing the size of our army in order to actually attack the Spanish. Or maybe Chile by that time. Also, let's actually rename the city to something more Greek. Who is our current emperor? It's Hellene. Okay, let's call it... Oh, we can't call it Constantinopolis. Neither we can call it Traianopolis. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I have an idea. Which is pretty weird, but whatever. India. No. Nupolis. Indianapolis. I mean, it's a city and it's in India and it's a Greek city, so it will be Indianapolis. The East India Trading Company is lobbying among our politicians for a military intervention in India. They claim that in order to protect our interests in Asia, we need to assume control over more lands. Kambahat? What? Which one? This one. Okay. Can we do it this way? No. And I don't want to go to war with them over this thing. So maybe someday in the future, but not right now. And so the revolution in France happened. Would you look at that? What a surprise. Well, certainly it's because of that one province. Now there's a lot of Indian music going on. So we integrated Bologna, which is pretty nice. We can also do that. Both of these provinces are Romagnol, which is also great. I want to integrate the Romagnol culture at some point. What should we go for? Let's go for this one actually. Now let's put our maintenance to maximum. Let's send this army to Urbino. Three of these guys we might send to Antioch. Even though that one unit of cavalry is useless. I hope our economy would allow us to have so many troops. Will Sirmium be enough? Yes, it will. Belgrade is not enough, apparently. Attack. There we go. Better troops. Also look at this. I mean, absolutely gigantic. I mean, in reality, I doubt that even modern Istanbul, with all of its urban environments, looks like this. This is just enormous. Like real Constantinopolis, it was like just a small, like wee bit of land, like here, but not like this. Now let's increase the size of this army as well, and of this one, then also of this one, and that way, as far as I can see, that's all we have. Now we might want to get some mercs that are better than our current ones. Like Free Company, for example. Because these guys, they're way too small already. would rather put Chalaris here. And another thing, it's the lack of supplies for such gigantic armies. Okay, and also it seems that was just a bit too much for our economy. Let's disband this army in such case. Okay, that should be good. Even though in that case that just leaves us with 300,000 troops. Well, even though it's bigger than Spain this time for some reason. So now there's these monopolies. Can we actually revoke them? Okay, we can revoke this one, but we can't revoke this one. Because burghers will be kind of pissed off by a lot. Okay. Free money. Okay, let's try to put Modena to our side. Or to bring them to our side. $43. Okay. If we also try to influence them, that would put us at 68. Then if we give them a military access, that would put us 78. Then if we also guarantee them, that would put us at 88. And then we would have to give them like a small gift just to get them to 90, like about this much, and then we will vassalize them. Boom, there you go. Another vassal without any wars. Okay, Bengal, if you so wish, I will make you our rival. Also, let's marry these guys and these guys and probably even these guys. How about Armenia? Anyone else? Circassia, yes, of course. Okay, that should be enough. Yes. And we should also improve our relationships with Nice. Let's go for this one. And what we can do next, we can annex Aquileia. And once they are annexed, we will declare war on Chile. Okay. Sweden, Chernihiv, Lüneburg, Memmingen, Padua and Nice. Huh. Can wassalize Padua and Nice. Then we don't have to improve relationships with them. But apart from that, I would be Sweden, Chernihiv, Lüneburg, Memmingen, Padua and Nice. Among which Sweden is the most scary one, but not really. So yeah, should be easy. Apart from the fact that these guys would also join with all of their small allies. Tough luck, buddy, tough luck. Okay, let's take on them fast, and then we go north to take on of those. Also Padua. There we go. Now let's send this army here. Okay, no, not really. There, rather. Yes, Padua is taken. Then go there. Wrecked. How about this buddy? Wrecked. How about that buddy? Okay, Brno is taken. There we go. Wrecked. Wrecked. Then we go to Nice. Then we go there. Or actually we can take on Salzburg first. I mean, what we can do alternatively, we can take Nisa and Padua like right away. Without any pretense at vassalization or anything of that sort. In terms of innovativeness, okay, we can use some of it. Siege of Nisa is over. Now Moravia, okay, they are junior partner of Chernihiv apparently. Okay, in such case we'll take on Glogov. Do we need any Patriarch authority? We can use some of it. Okay, these guys were wrecked utterly. Okay. Utterly annihilated. Next, let's send this army to Intal. Siege of Livnica is over, and next we go to Glogov. Also, these guys are ready to leave. Wait, if we ask Russia to join? Great. That way I will be able to give these provinces to Russia. Great. Oh, whatever. Wait, we had another army here that I completely forgot about. Now, you. I want you to break your stupid alliances with these boys. Give me some money. Pay me reps and even transfer trade power. Great. Next. Next is Luneburg. Also Intal is taken. We crush this army. We should go there. Gonna take their capital. I mean, look at this, they have these small armies that do nothing but annoy me. Now, you. I know your treaties with Padua and Venice. Pay me reps, this, and all of your money. Great. Next, who's next? These boys. Okay, these guys were dealt with long ago. Who's next? Some cavalry guys. Let's send this army to cavalry. Well, Nice, my dear friend, I want to annex you. There we go. Conversion. Padua. I would want to annex you. Ooh, that would make a lot of people mad. Whatever. I guess I will be able to deal with some coalition, in case there will be any. Forced religion. Minus Salzburg. And there's not too many of them left. Memmingen. Forced religion. Who else? Dunaworth. Oh, it's Donauworth. Who knows how to pronounce those German names? Germans. They should know it. Another one. Let's go home. Yes, finally, Alexandria is converted to proper culture, and it's accepted culture in our country because it's Coptic Egyptian. And then we should start converting everything around it to the same culture. Yep, that's a start. Oh, look at that. Shall relieve the siege. Bayreuth is... the siege of Bayreuth is over, which means that we can now piece them out. We'll make them to release Coburg and force them into our religion. Great. Next we'll send this army back to Varastin. Who else left? Landshut, Gerle, Sweden. Sweden. Oh, are you going to run? What dogs you are. Even though... okay, so it's a state. Whatever. Now, you, so-called emperor, can we revoke an imperial reform or something of this sort? Yeah, we can. But they wouldn't accept that. Well, you might not accept it now, but you will accept it later. I can assure you. Is there a province that is occupied or something? No idea. Okay, you can go to Kaduya. This siege is just going so long. Oh, Sweden. I forgot that there's a Sweden in this war even. Ha. Jämtland, Livonia, Skane. Oh, they are willing to do that, huh? Okay. Now, once we take this... Wait. Why exactly it's not 100%? Do they control something somewhere? I don't see anything. Everything is ours. Nothing is left unsieged. Weird stuff. Whatever. Bayreuth, Landshut and Milan. Money. No. Money and reps and this. There you go. Okay, now it's 100%. We can go home to Genoa. And when it comes to Landshut, Yes. Revoked most recent imperial reform, great. Create the Landsknecht-Wesen. How far they went with this reform thing? Oh, pretty far, I have to tell you. Anyway, we annex these two. And yes, we've done it. Okay, so armies are going back home. Northern from border. And now there's a couple provinces that we shall take from these guys and from... Can we do that? Oh, we can vassalize Trent. I mean, this whole vassalization thing, it's just sick. Let's convert them to proper Christianity first. And there's a coalition growing against us, as you can see. And it's gonna be pretty big. Oh, yeah, of course. Am I so stupid? Why can't we remove it? Truce with the Emperor. Okay, we have a truce with the Emperor, that's why. I mean, your coalition is nothing. We have strong allies and a lot of vassals. Well, this is problematic. I mean, not catastrophic, but by any estimation, but problematic. Okay, their army is actually not that big, so whatever. Should I even care about them anyway? Well, sadly in this episode we took just a couple of provinces, but such is the nature of expanding into the HRE. Without a coalition you can only take that much, so don't be too angered because of that. And yes, now our emperor died, and I think it's a good moment to finish this episode. Well, my friends, I have to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.